Happy Saturday, folks. I am here with a jumbo sized bin of empties that I am going to go through and let you know my thoughts on how they work for me, if I would repurchase, my tried and true favorites, and all the good details. So let's get started. So the first, I guess as you can tell, I do have, I tone my hair, I don't color my hair, if that makes sense. So I am a natural blonde. I do have gray roots right now, as it's been about 4 weeks since I've toned. But the toning method that I'm using is I use a 10 volume peroxide developer. So this doesn't do any damage to your hair, it just helps deposit the color into your hair. So what I do is I take this and I mix it in with a couple different shades of the Wella toner. I either use a T11, a T18, or the T27. So I think the last combination I used was a T11 and the T27 to kind of give me the warmer ash color. For years, because of my gray, I'm probably 75% gray, and I guess let me take it back a step. I am 51 years old. I'll be 52 in May. So with that being said, I've been gray. I started going gray probably when I was about 25 years old. So as of right now, with the exception of the back of my head, which is probably 40 to 50% gray, up here, I am just platinum white, like zero pigment. So it's obviously better for my hair not to color it, but this seems to work really well since my hair is already so light that it just sucks the color right in. So about every 6 to 8 weeks, I go ahead and I do this, and it works great for my hair. So I will continue to do that. The Oribe Gold Lush shampoo. This is a favorite. It leaves my hair super soft, super hydrated. Even though I'm gray and I don't color my hair, I still get super dry at my ends. So when COVID first started, I really started on a skin and hair care journey to try to make sure that I was doing what was best for my skin and my hair to not only age gracefully, but to just be healthy. So this was one of the products that I found when I was truly still coloring my hair and starting to grow it out, where I was very, very dry, was still heat styling, was still going into the office every day, and then COVID hit. And so this was one of the key shampoos that helped add the moisture into my hair while I was still transitioning and not starting to heat style my hair. I now wash twice a week. So not wash so many times during the week as well. I find now that I don't do all those things as much. Sometimes because of the silicones in it, sometimes it will weigh my hair down, and I'll find, especially in the summertime, not so much in the wintertime, but in the summertime, what will happen is I will, wash, style, prep, do whatever I need to do to go out. And especially if it's got a little bit of humidity, this will I'll lose my curl. I'll still have a little wave, but I definitely won't be able to maintain this type of curl. So just know, this is for me a really good winter shampoo, but sometimes summer not so good. All right, so let's continue with hair care. I've got a couple different Unite products in here. Unite has been a great brand. They had actually reached out to me not long ago to do a trial on this Boosta Plus. So I'll get into this one, but this is it's called the Blonda line. I've got a daily conditioner, a daily shampoo. The shampoo doesn't have any purple in it, I don't think. Let me make sure. No purple in this one. The purple shampoo or the purple conditioner does have a purple tint to it. So this is like your toner / conditioner. These are great. They smell like grapes to me. They're great. They're super light. They don't weigh my hair down. Are they an award winner? Probably for an everyday, right? Not gonna weigh my hair down. I love the toning and conditioning in one, so this is great. I do usually mask first. I'll do a hair mask in the shower, and then I'll follow up with a conditioner, but these are great. And then, like I said, I did do a 3-month trial on the Boosta Plus serum. And what this is, it's a hair growth serum for basically, if you have thinning areas, hair loss. So getting older, I've noticed that around my hairline in particular and in the sides of my head here, I'm very much thinning. So I did see noticeable growth from this. I will, if I don't post any pictures here with this video, I will definitely post them on my Instagram. So I'll try to give those to you. I would say give it a try. If you're thinning, I mean, is it a miracle drug? No, you have to be vigilant with it. You have to do it every day. It did take 3 months, and then I'm also into my second round now. So definitely it has to, it's like with anything like this, right? If you do a lash serum, if you do anything. So you're gonna have to continue and maintain it. I am doing some other things too to try to increase my hair growth. So I'll do a separate video on that, but give Unite a try. They're fantastic. Let's see what I have some more for hair finished. And I want to mention that these are not only, I didn't finish all this in a month, right? There's been a lot of things going through for quite a few months, and this is January, February. And I'm also PS on a no/low buy. So Olaplex number 4, Bomb Maintenance Shampoo. Love this one. Always will repurchase. This is fantastic. Let's see. I don't see any. Oh, here's another Unite product. So the Reunite treatment, Repair Recover repairing treatment, in shower hair mask, fantastic, especially if you have damaged mids to ends, fantastic. I used this when I was growing out my color treated hair and just was fantastic. So highly recommend this as well. Bumble and Bumble Sunday shampoo, great detox shampoo. I do a detox shampoo probably once every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on what I use in my hair and how gritty and grimy it's feeling. I have noticed that if I do it once a week with that toner that I told you that I was doing, with that toner, it definitely fades that at a much faster rate because it's not like hair color, right? It just deposits the hair color, it doesn't penetrate. So I have noticed particularly around my face where I'm super, super light, it will strip that out within 1 to 2 washes if I do it more frequently. So just note that if you're a toning girl, if not, fantastic, always cleanses my hair, great, leaves it feeling light and airy and fresh for the next, week to 10 days after using it. So highly recommend. I do have a L'Oreal Elvive purple shampoo. Not a big purple shampoo fan. I prefer to do a toning mask, but if you're looking for something in a pinch and you're feeling a little brassy, I would go with this one. There's another Wella toner. Here's the Color Charm permanent toner that I used. So it was a T18, and this one is in here because you do one of these to every, and then 2. So it's 2 for 1. And so I do a half and a half, like I said. So I did the T18 and the T27, I think. I have it written down on the box upstairs, so I'll double check that. But so that's why this is the only one in here. But it's 2 to 1. So for one of these, you dump this twice in. Dry Bar Prep Rally Prime and Prep Detangler. Spray in leave-in conditioner and prep for styling. This was good. I had never tried this before. It went very, very quickly, but I liked it. I would try it again. And as you can see with my no buy, I'm even using up my samples. So Redken Frizz Dismiss, another leave-in conditioner / heat protectant. This is fantastic. This, again, I have super fine hair. Sometimes doesn't hold a curl. This is great. Put it in, great heat protectant. Doesn't make my hair, gives my hair just a little bit of grip to it, which is also really good. But I love this. I've finished a large one in the past, but this was a sample that I have. I do have a replacement of this one already in the closet upstairs in the master. And I've got a Kenra Volume Dry Shampoo. And I had a Kerastase in here as well. I do. So like I said, I only shampoo twice a week, usually a Saturday or Sunday, and then midweek, depending on what I have going on work-wise and going into the office, or if we happen to have an event or a date night in the middle of the week. But usually shampoo. So day 1 shampoo, day 2 I'm good, day 3 I'm using a dry shampoo just to help get me some lift, and especially underneath. I don't get super oily. I don't know that I have a, no, I do tend more dry on the scalp area. So sorry, excuse me. So I did finish the Kerastase and I did finish the Kenra. I normally love Kenra products. This one I was not impressed with. So I don't think I'll be repurchasing this one. Still smells great, as all Kenra products do, but wouldn't repurchase this one. The Kerastase, I do have another one upstairs already. This is great for fine hair. This is the Refreshing Dry Shampoo with vitamin E and rice starch. Fine fragrance, root and hair refresher for all hair types. I found that this one is great for fine hair. It doesn't leave it feeling like that super gritty or powdery feel. It doesn't leave a white cast. This is great, and this one smells good too. So. And hair. Oof, I have a lot of hair stuff in here. All right. Recently, I did another Booster Plus. Recently, I just started using a Prey. Now, I've tried all the bond builders. I've tried the Olaplex, I have tried K18, I have tried Redken, and I just started using this one, I want to say, right after the first of the year. This, by far, I have seen the most dramatic improvement in my hair, overall hair health, not just with repair. I guess it's all part of repair if you really think about it, but as far as shine, texture, frizziness, just all over texture, just improvement. And this one, they send you the whole system. So it's one of the continuous spray bottles, which is awesome. You do one of these, fill the bottle to the fill line, and then you just spray until your hair is damp. So it kind of kills the two birds with one stone. I know most of the bond builders, like the Olaplex, dampen your hair. Otherwise, K18, it's shampoo your hair first and then put it in. So everything requires damp hair with the bond repair. But the Prey, this, and even if you go on their website now or on their Insta, they're advertising as such that you can spray, put your rollers in, style your hair, right? You use it to help style your hair. You don't have to, this is another one, you don't have to rinse out, and it doesn't weigh your hair down. It's like a mist and go almost. It doesn't, I do shampoo my hair afterwards because I just do it on wash day, but they're just giving you all kinds of even styling tips use it as a heat protectant if you have to, if it's a second or third day and you want to just give your hair a little fluff with the hair dryer, spray this on for some extra heat protection. So this has been great. I will continue to buy this. I've gone through, so they come in a pack of 2. I think I'm into my second box now. And when I put this in, I get 2.5 uses out of it. So that's 2 full sprays in my head and then a half, and then I need to add the second for the third time. But fantastic. Highly recommend. I will continue to repurchase this. Another leave-in product. This is the Kerastase Creme de Jour Fondamentale and Daily Moisturizing Frizz Reducing Leave-In Treatment. It says it's for curly, very curly and coily hair. I use it. I love it. This is great. Again, super light, doesn't weigh my hair down. Great results for styling. Redken Extreme Anti-Snap. Have been using this for years. I had gone but let it go by the wayside. I was using the Pureology Leave-In Color Fanatic again, which is fantastic. This one, I bought this and blasted through it, and it was great. Let's see, that might be the end of the hair gig. I think so, looks like it. Okay, let's go into some skincare. Agency. I am a fan of Agency. I do get the dark spot formula and the customized tretinoin, so it comes in a 2-pack for those of you that aren't aware. But it comes in a 2-pack. I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. I lived on a lake for years and years and years, so was out in the sun from the age of 21 until over my I'm still in the sun. I'm just an active person. I like to be outdoors. But those of you that live on or near or by the water, you know that it's one of the worst things you can do, being just with that constant reflection. So I do have a ton of hyperpigmentation. Then you factor in the fact that I'll be 52 this year, right? So just it's hormones, the whole thing. So this has dramatically reduced the hyperpigmentation on it. It was like the mask, the melasma mask, and it's nearly gone. I mean, a couple little spots here. I'm actually dealing more just like with a couple little age spots. I do my full forehead with this, and then I just spot treat the rest. I've got a couple around my eyes, a couple right here, kind of more like where sunglasses, I think, would reflect. Unfortunately, if I use this at night, this is another joy of getting older, right? If I use this at night, my neck has become so hypersensitive to this, to laundry detergents, to fragrances, to you name it. So if I put this on at night and then sleep, even if I put it on my face, if it migrates down, and particularly to this area of my neck, it is a nightmare. I mean, hives, inflamed, and like I said, not just this, but many, many things. So I have to be very careful. I can spot treat my neck with this during the day. It doesn't seem to have the same effect. I think, when I sleep and like we all do, it kind of just crunch your neck, so to speak. So great. Highly recommend. Once again, it's agency. You go on, you work with a PA, dermatologist, you send them pictures of your face, right, in natural light from front, side, now all the way down to your neck, and they send you a customized formula. So love it. The tretinoin, I will say, obviously, kind of same thing, sensitivity around the mouth, particularly when it's cold. I do spend a lot of time outside still and walking the dog, those types of things, but love it, love it. This is another holy grail right here. You will see this one in particular every single month in my basket. So this is the Eminence Stone Crop Cleansing Oil. It is a pre-cleansing oil, right? I do a double cleanse. This is the first step in my cleanse. This is amazing. So I do go to an esthetician. I do facials, I do peels, I do those types of things. She is an Eminence rep, and this is just, it's a staple. I will never be without this. I've tried the balms, I've tried the Clinique, I've tried the other popular one, the Pharmacy, right? Blows it out of the water. This is, it's clarifying, it's hydrating, it gets all of my makeup off. Even, so I do the oil all over my face, gently on my eyelashes, and even with my first pass with water, I barely need to use my removable makeup, my reusable makeup removers. They're just, it's awesome. Highly recommend. Cleansers. So I did mention that I do have I have dry skin on my face. So I need to use a more creamy type cleanser. So I mentioned that I started my skincare journey back when COVID first started, and I was looking dehydrated. I was looking ashy. I was starting to look crepey, even on my face, had a lot of texture. And I realized, for years and years, I had been using a gel-based cleanser. And after finding Angie from Hot and Flashy on the internet and realizing that, hey, as you do age, your skin changes, and you need to look into some other things to what's going to work for you. And immediately when I switched over to a creamy / hydrating cleanser, just night and day difference alone, without even adding any other products. So this is the La Roche-Posay Gentle Foaming Moisturizing Wash. This was great. I do also have to be careful, as I mentioned, with the sensitivity. I was using the CeraVe. I have to look up the name. The CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. That has, it seems, I don't know, I've never looked into the level, but that has a very high level of niacinamide, and that also was irritating to my skin. So when I backed off and started using some that had, it seemed a little bit either no or a lower level of the niacinamide in it, the irritation and the inflammation redness went away even more. So this one is great. I tried the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I'm not really a fan of this. This was more my husband's. I'd given this to him for a face wash. I helped and I tried it every now and then. This is the Hydrating Gel Cleanser with hyaluronic acid. I don't know. I have another one upstairs. It's the new, like the gentle milky cleanser of this version. Not a fan. I use it in the morning, so I'll finish it up. Not a big deal, but I'm just not a fan. So I have to say, I'm not going to repurchase the Neutrogena products anymore. The La Roche-Posay right now, those are my jam. I've got the hydrating cleanser upstairs right now on my vanity for my evening cleanse. And then I also have, I have the Neutrogena in the shower right now. But yeah, that's what I think about that. And all right, so let's move into some body. I've got lots of body in here too. Oh, here's some more skincare. All right, skincare. Tony Moly Moisture Boost Eye Patches. Tried them. This has been my latest journey. You know, we're all so critical of ourselves, and so this is something I've noticed. I've noticed the aging around my eyes. So I've been on a mission. I use my tretinoin. Sometimes it is a little bit harsh, and I find that it makes my eyes even more dry underneath, which is not what I want, right? Because when I make up, this is where I find that it really shows my age. So I backed up and started looking into some other avenues, see how I can get more hydration. Tried these, bad, good. They were okay. I didn't really notice a difference, maybe a tad, but what I did notice a difference with is this. And I am using this with another product. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Penn. I think it's called Penn Smith Skincare, her channel. I will link that down below as well. But she did an investigation on this, and I'm using this. This is the Dermatology HPR Eye Cream. Hydroxypinocolone retinoid. So it's a retinol formulation, right? It's not tretinoin, but it's a retinol formulation, not as drying. And I use this with the Naturium Vitamin K. So I put this on first at night. I will use it in the morning too. Put it on at night, let it sit, and then I just very lightly pat the vitamin K over it. And this, I have noticed a very big difference in the hydration underneath my eyes. So I'm going to keep using it. This was my first bottle. Notice a difference. I'm into my second one now. I've got it on auto ship. So usually I'll give things 6 months to a year. Sometimes, sometimes 6 months I might notice, not really changed, but I'll still, just out of habit and laziness, to not cancel the subscription, right? I'll let it go for the year. But yeah, so I'll let you know after the second bottle. And of course, your eyes show everything. So if we've been out, to an event and had a couple glasses of wine, or if I'm just super tired, or if my skin is dry because I've been out walking the dog, it all, bam, right here. But highly recommend. Another Colleen Rothschild Matcha Tea Treatment Toner. This is one that I've had for a very long time. Some things I actually date because I want to see how much bang I get from my buck. So this one I had actually bought January of 23. Now, I was using other products in between. So this is what the bottle looks like, Matcha Tea Treatment Toner. I have ordered this before, and those of you that are familiar with red light therapy, they do recommend that you use a green tea product, if you would, prior to red light therapy. I use this as the very first step in my skincare journey, or in my skincare treatments, both AM and PM, after cleanse. So I don't spray it on before I do my red light. I do use red light, but I don't use it in that way. But I've heard that you're supposed to, and then I've also heard that there's not enough research to actually prove any efficacy of it. But you take it for what it is. But anyway, this was in there, and I have been alternating this. I had a couple Misha toners that I was using, so that's why this one did last so long. And what I've done with this is I actually, because it has a little, like a little push top. And I always feel like I'm wasting product when I'm putting it onto a cotton pad or a cotton ball or a cloth, because so much is absorbing into that and not going on your skin. So what I actually did is I bought some spray bottles off of Amazon, which I can also link. And I would take the top off and I would just fill that. And so I mist my face with the toner, essence, whatever it may be. I think the spray bottles came in a pack of 3, so it was great at the time because I had the Misha toner and this one that I was trying to use up at the same time. So I still have a small bit in my spray bottle. At this point in time, I feel like I'm kind of in a dead end with my skincare right now. I don't feel like, sometimes you'll start something, you'll see a huge improvement. I feel like I've kind of plateaued. So I don't know that I'm going to repurchase this one right now. It's a great product, but I don't know that I'm getting, excuse me, the benefits from this that I was once seeing. So this one is going to just, it'll be a repurchase again someday, but for now, it's a wait and see, if that makes sense. And here's some other. So I am a fan of Timeless skincare. This is the Coenzyme Q10 serum. This I use in my nighttime skincare routine. And what I was doing for a while was this is the small size, and then they also have so this is a 1 ounce. I think they have a 6 or 8 ounce. I'll need to check and see. What I was doing is I would buy the larger one when it was on sale, and then I would just refill this. I would keep the larger one in the refrigerator, and then I would refill this as I went on. And then I started to think, well, germs and all that good stuff. I was like, well, maybe I should actually replace this bottle every now and then. It is glass, so it shouldn't technically harbor germs and bacteria, but you're taking the dropper out, you're putting it in your hand, you're putting it back in and refilling. So, yeah, so that's why I have a small one here. But this is a staple. It's fantastic. Coenzyme Q10. I take it orally and on my skin. And then this is another one. So this one is not going anywhere. This one will stay in my routine. This one I have since canceled. So this one, it's the Dermatology Needleless Serum, copper peptides. I started using this one basically, I think, for increased hydration. And to be honest, I don't really know that I saw any difference with this one. And I was just talking to my esthetician about it when I was in for my last appointment. And she said, yeah, she goes, sometimes, obviously, like I said, your skin plateaus, skin changes, all kinds of things. So great product, nothing bad to say about it, but I just don't think it's for me anymore. So this one will go into my skincare graveyard. It is empty, but into my skincare graveyard. Ooh, something in here still had a little bit of goop in it because something in here is icky. But this is another Eminence product. This is the Rose Hip Triple C and E Firming Oil. In the wintertime, I like to use a skincare oil in my moisturizer. Just my skin gets super dry in the wintertime. And I also use a humidifier. I have it right over my side of the bed. So moisturizer and facial oil, perfect in the wintertime, especially if you're using tretinoin. Helps to relieve those dry patches, helps to really increase the moisture content within your skin. It's a little bit emollient. It's not like a slugging, but it's a little bit lighter. So this was great. Firming, I don't know about a firming capacity, right? I have a different Eminence oil that I'm using right now, which I get even better results for. This one was a little bit sticky, seemed to never really dry down, which I guess if you're slugging, your skin's gonna be sticky as well. But still great product. Love it. Don't know about the firming capacity, but yeah, I like it. I would repurchase it. Another eye product. So this is sorry, I'm gonna need to get something to wipe my hands off, but excuse my stickiness. This was when I went on my eye journey, before I found the dermatology, this was one of the products I had bought. So it's the Dior Super Potent Eye Serum, the Capture Total. This is a whole line. I only bought the eye cream. Great, light, hydrating. Did I notice a difference? No. So I finished it up. It's got this cool little like metal tip. I ended up, when I first started it, I did use it a little, but I felt it was easier if I could just pat it in. So I finished it. It's a little pricey. I don't know. I wouldn't repurchase that one. The Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% with hyaluronic acid. I have another one of these upstairs. This is a chemical exfoliant, right? I use it in the morning after I use my, I use another timeless serum, the Matrixyl Synth 6. So my morning routine, I use a vitamin C, I use the timeless, and then I use this as my third step prior to my moisturization. So great, right? I'm not a big mechanical exfoliator, maybe every couple weeks, but I leave that to my esthetician because she's amazing. But yes, this is still there. Would continue to repurchase this. And looking. All right, so here are the boxes. So yeah, here's the Color Charm boxes, T11, T28, as I stated before. Another Apres. I know there's a crap ton of stuff in this. It's been sitting down here in my office and I look at it all the time. And unfortunately, I was going to do this video just a couple weeks ago and there's been a couple more products added since then. So it just kept growing. All right, let's move into body care, which is that looks like is pretty much all that I have left. So deodorant, if you guys are interested in deodorant, this is the Native Sweet Peach and Nectar deodorant and body spray. I like it. It was good. It kept my stink down. It is not an antiperspirant for those of you that are my sweaty girls. I am a sweaty girl, but it doesn't matter. I'm so sweaty that it doesn't matter if I use an antiperspirant or a deodorant. It's the same. So unless I were to Botox, that's really no different. So this one is great. The only thing I have to say is do not use it right after you shave your bits because it burns. Gold Bond. These two that I'm going to do next are amazing. So Gold Bond, first of all, makes fantastic products, right? If you've used Gold Bond, you know. And the fact that they are a drugstore brand at a price point that does not break the bank is amazing. So this one, we have, between my husband and my stepsons, we have a lot of eczema. We have a lot of sensitive skin. We have just a lot of stuff going on with our whole family. So this one, the Gold Bond Ultimate Hydrating Lotion Radiance Renewal Cream Oil. It's got coconut oil, cocoa butter, African shea butter. This is, not only does it smell amazing, it is just a fantastic product. It is between, I don't think, sometimes they have the little guide. It's between. It's not a thin, it's not a super thick. It leans more towards the thick side, but it's not sticky. It absorbs and it is just fantastic. It says gentle exfoliants plus non-greasy 24-hour moisturization. And it lasts a long time. I mean, I don't remember how many we've gone through. This is the most recent one, but we'll definitely repurchase because it's just fantastic. So yeah, so even if you have sensitive skin, and I think it's because of the cocoa butter, all the things, it's not irritating, it's soothing, it doesn't burn. Like if you have sensitive skin and maybe you put it on after you shave, none of that. Just fantastic. Yep, that'll be repurchase. And this one. So this is another one that I found off of another YouTuber's recommendation. And empty. I have another one in my shower and I have a backup. So this is the Naturium Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash. Oil to gel formula that intensely nourishes. This, any time of year, any day of the week, any time you wear. It's fantastic. And again, like I said, so the sensitivity on my neck, this helps soothe that. It still foams when you cleanse. When you pump it on your washcloth and you swish it, it still foams. So those of you that like foamy, right? It doesn't feel like you're not getting clean. Great if you want to just use it even for shaving your legs as a pre-shave or as a shaving oil. Fantastic. Love this product. And there's another product. So I have right now in my shower the salicylic acid cleanser. Not really a fan. I'm struggling to get through it. but there's a different one that I used before I bought that one. I can't remember what it is. I'll link it in the description box, but when I'm done with the salicylic acid, that's the one, because I categorize things like this. This in my mind is not a treatment body wash. It's a conditioning body wash, right? But I like to always have a treatment body wash too for various reasons. And the one that is now, I'm not a fan. But anyway, this one, highly recommend, highly, highly. I will always continue to repurchase this one. Fantastic. A Tree Hut Vanilla Shea Sugar Scrub, body scrub. We all know Tree Hut. Good, smells good, yummy, right? Yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. This one, I do not have a backup and I need to go get one. So for my girlies that struggle with ingrown hairs, if you know, you know. There is a trifecta that starting with this one, this fur oil and PFB Vanish, saving graces, let me tell you. So I'll do a separate video on that, but this is fantastic. It's the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA, safe for sensitive skin. What I like to do with this, two ways. Obviously in the shower, you know, and I do use it. I don't have KP super bad, but I think everybody gets those little bumpies on the back of your arms. So do that in the shower, and then I'll use it down below in my lady parts. But what I like to do with this, if you're really struggling, is put this in your hand even before you shower. Do a little bit, because it is gritty. It's very, very sandy. Do a little bit of manual exfoliation. Let it sit on your skin. And then when you get in the shower, just take a small bit of water, rub it in a little bit more, let it sit while you're doing whatever you're doing, and then rinse. And if you get out of the shower, I do one or the other, right? I either do the PFB Vanish or the fur oil. So the fur oil is the moisturizer. The PFB Vanish is another exfoliant. It is your cure-all for ingrowns, let me tell you. So this one, do it. Just do it. This one, Lush Sleepy Body Lotion. Yummy, smells good. It was a gift from my son. So very lavender. If you're not familiar with Lush, they have good products. They do. So this is a luxuriously rich lavender and tonka lotion to soothe your skin and mind. So this was my little nighttime luxury for myself. This is included, like I said, from my son and one of my Christmas gifts. So that was good. I have a couple declutter items in here. Aquaphor, we have so much Aquaphor that I don't even get through them all. This one was expired. If Aquaphor does ever really expire, this one expired in 2022. So I kept it around for a long time. This Total Temptation mascara, this is another declutter. I did not use this all. I got just raccoon eyes up on the top. I have a little bit of oily lids, and so my lashes actually, because of my hooded eyes and because I use the lash growth serum, so they're significant, and just too much raccoon eyes. I'd come out of a meeting and go in the bathroom and look in my mirror, and I was like, oof, I've been talking to people with my eyes like that. So this one is a no-no. That one went bye-bye. And all right, so we have here's another native deodorant, Native Stick. This one is the lavender and rose. Good, didn't burn when you got out of the shower, not like the aerosol. And then I've been trying to get through some fragrances because, like I said, I am on a low/no buy, so you'll be seeing a lot of things coming through here. This one, Victoria's Secret Almond Blossom and Oat Milk Comfort. It's yummy. I don't know what oat milk really would smell like. I definitely can smell the almond in here, but this was good. What I do with my body sprays is I layer them under actual fragrances then, for instance, like, you know, maybe start with this and then would finish with this. So this is, I'm sorry, this is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's literally like stringy. It's just something. So one of my oils must have not been completely empty. But this is Dylan Turquoise. I bought this sight unseen off a recommendation from a fragrance website, And it smells a little grandma-y, to be completely honest. I don't know what the smell is, but not a fan. I'm a gourmand girl. I'm a warm gourmand girl, not a super floral girl. I don't mind citruses, but this I don't. I'd have to look up the notes. I can put them in the description, and I hope I don't offend anybody that loves this fragrance. The bottle is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that, but it's, you know, very Versace, but just not a fan. Not a fan with that one. Here's a nice cheapy vanilla musk. So this is good for layering, just traditional Walmart vanilla musk. Cody, finish that one up. This is, where is it? Oh, Oribe makes a fragrance. Who knew? So when I ordered some Oribe products, they sent me this as it was a choice as a sample. So this is the Oribe Côte d'Azur Eau de Parfum. I don't remember what it smells like. It smells like their hair products. So not bad. Would I buy a full size? I don't think so. Here's another declutter. The NYX Epic Wear liner stick in, don't know. Don't see a shade, but it was dried out. So that went in the garbage. Teeth. I'm a little teeth obsessed. Box of Crest White Strips. Oral-B Complete Satin Floss. Love this floss along with the Glide floss. I do not like traditional flosses, the stringy kind. These are much more comfortable. I do have some dental work in the back, so things get a little tight sometimes. This just slides in very nicely. I don't like floss picks either. They gross me out because you're using the same piece of floss for your whole mouth, which just really grosses me out. So I don't use floss picks unless I don't have anything else. But I've got tons of floss from, and if you buy, if you go to the dentist, you get your floss, that lasts you quite some time. So if you buy a big floss, if you were to buy a big one of these and then continue to use these in between, you really only need to buy floss maybe once a year. Parodontax, Clean Mint. So I was having some issues, and again, this must be an aging thing. My ladies that are aging, if you know, you know. All of a sudden, I was having bleeding gums. So hopefully I'm not sharing too much information, but I was like, what is this new journey that we're on? So I started just looking up, and Parodontax was one that was the leader. I did also go buy myself a nice little dental kit. So if I noticed a little extra buildup, I could just scrape it off myself. But the reviews on this were interesting because almost everybody said the taste was absolutely horrible. So this is Clean Mint, and I have a second one upstairs. I'll have to check the flavor, but it doesn't taste like any other toothpaste to me. So I don't know, but it did work too, because I went to get my teeth cleaned just a couple weeks ago, and my hygienist said, "Hey, your gums aren't bleeding anymore." And I said, "I know." So Parodontax, give it a try. Crest 3D White. I am a Crest diehard girl. You know, when I was little, I bought Crest because my mom bought Crest. And then as I've aged and as I've gone, everywhere I go, I get compliments on the shade of my teeth. I do use white strips. I don't use them all the time. I'll go through spurts where I'll use them a couple times a week for maybe 2 months. And then I might not use them for 6 or 8 months. But I do use an electric toothbrush, and I use Crest. And I always buy the 3D White line. It's amazing. Amazing. Almost done. 2 samples and a makeup empty. Oh, and one more fragrance. So here's a fragrance. My hand is so ridiculous right now. It's so oily. Escada. Oh, Escada fragrances. Any Escada fragrance is one of my favorites. Absolute favorites. This is the Marine Grove Eau de Toilette. I'll look up the nose, but this one, like I said, I just love Escada fragrances. And so if you pair it with a traditional vanilla or maybe like a light and crisp body spray just as a layer, and then put this on top of it, oh, so good. So good. This one, Tarte Man Eater Blush and Glow Cheek Plump. I am all about the liquid blush. all about it, all about it. Anything that is not going to settle into my lines and creases and has some staying power, sign me up. Just sign me up, right? So this, it is, I don't know if you can see, but it is, I've literally scraped the sides of this one. So I did go in to see if I could find it in store, and I don't know if they discontinued it or not. So I ended up getting, it's the Tarte blush tape. It's in the squeezy tube, and it's got the sponge tip applicator. It is not the same. This one, it does have a sponge tip applicator still. Oh, you can see that. But it's different. The other, it had the blush tape has the squeeze where it comes up through the sponge, and it's just, ugh. I use it. I like it. It's the shade range is not nearly the same, but they didn't have a lot of shades in this one either, if I remember correctly. So this is in the shade pink. That's it. Man Eater Tarte Pink. So I'm gonna see if I can find this online at Ulta because I really liked this one, and I actually went through it. And I'm not a huge makeup girl. We'll do a makeup showdown one day. I have literally one drawer of makeup, well, one drawer and a little container, but I'm not a big makeup girl. I use the same makeup over and over and over. If I go out, I just add a little more eyeliner or a little more contour, and yeah, that's just me. So I love this. I'm going to try to find this one again. And then our last two, we've got two samples, a hair and a body. So this is the K18 Molecular Repair Hair Oil. I got a sample. I liked it. I use a hair oil every single day of my life though. So when I am done with the two that I have, because I'm on my no buy, I think I'll give it a try. I haven't really checked the price point yet compared to the other two that I have, but I'm sure it's probably not much different. So I did like the sample. I'm gonna give that a try. And then this is the Sio Cryo Body Cream, Firming and Tightening Moisturizer. Full body skin contouring cream formulated with a hydrating antioxidant blend. Blah, blah, blah. It was lotion and it was a sample. So I can't say if I would repurchase or not. It was good for what it was. All right. So that is the end of our bin, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this. I do want to let you know this is my very first YouTube video. So please click the subscribe button, click the like button. Constructive criticism and comments, and if not, just be nice, please. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day.